everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would just do a special video dedicated to my mom and my grandmother who has now passed, and all those that have experienced going through breast cancer or are currently going through breast cancer, or those that have loved ones that have passed due to breast cancer. I just wanted to make a video today in honor of all of you guys, and I'm just going to do a pink eye look, and with pink lips and pink pink blush, pretty much everything pink, and that's why I'm wearing this pink top today in this video. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy, and while I get ready, I'll kind of just share a little bit about my story as far as like with my mom and all of that, and my grandmother, and just chat a little bit with you guys and share a little bit. But yeah, hopefully this video can put a smile on someone's face, and I can encourage someone today by just doing this, and know that there are so many people out there supporting. Just wanted to do this in honor of all of you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I did go ahead already and do my brows. So I'm going to attempt to do some type of pink look. I even thought about doing a glitter. I have a glitter that is pink, and I may do that. It just depends. So I'm going to go ahead and start by priming my lids with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I've used this so many times before on my channel. Sometimes I use my finger, sometimes I'll use a brush. Just depends. Right now my nails are super long. They did grow out, so I don't want my fingernail to be dug in there, so that's why I'm using a brush. But usually I will use my finger. I've been trying to use this product up for so long. I've had it for so long, I can't even remember when I bought it. I know it's at least 3 years or more older, but it doesn't have a smell or anything, which is good. So I'm going to continue using it until it completely dries out. Hopefully the lighting is good. I am using natural lighting. I may need to open the blinds just a little bit more, and hopefully you guys are close enough. Okay, so I went ahead and put that on. I'm just going to quickly go over with an all-over color. I'm going to use this one from the Modern Renaissance. It's called Base. And I'm probably going to be going into a couple different palettes today because I'm not sure what kind of look I'm going with. So I know I might go into this Modern Renaissance because it has a really pretty pink in here, shimmery pink. But yeah, like I was saying, my grandmother, my dad's mother, she had breast cancer when I was a young girl growing up. She did pass, but it wasn't the breast cancer that took her. Sorry. Yes. All right, there we go. So as I was saying, my grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was growing up. She did fight it, and she did overcome breast cancer, but then she ended up, when I was in my early 20s, or almost to my 20s, she did get stomach cancer, and she died of that, unfortunately. I think they caught it early enough, but she waited too long to make a decision about having the procedure, I think out of fear, and therefore it just kind of took her very rapidly, and we lost her that way. I also like this color here in this Juvia's palette. This is the Douche, I think is what it's called. I am going to take a little bit of that berry mousse. It doesn't even look berry, but shade right there. And I will apologize in advance if this video is all over the place, and that's only because, trying to get my thoughts. Today is also the anniversary of my dad's passing 2 years ago. So today's a little bit rough for me. I don't want it to be a rough day. I just want to remember my dad in good ways. I have my days where I go, where I'm sad, where I'm not sad, because I know he's in a better place, and I know, just like with my grandmother, I know she's in a better place, and I know that they're not suffering anymore, and that brings me peace and, comfort. But it's also sad just to know that I can't hear their voices and call them and stuff like that. It was my dad's mom that passed, and she passed away in 2002, January. Like I said, it was from stomach cancer. She fought the breast cancer, but ended up getting stomach cancer and passing from that. And then my dad had, I want to say prostate, if I believe correctly. I know it was in the growing area. It's where a lot of his discomfort started and happened. And with my dad, I think that that was just as hard for me, because I was very close to my dad. And my dad wasn't always around in my life, as I shared with you guys before in previous stories. My dad was sick for most of my childhood. Sick in the sense of he had a bad, addiction. And when I got married was when he got himself together. It was after I got married, and he really got his life back together. He was no longer struggling with that, and he was able to get a good job. He was a truck driver. He loved it, and he just was doing really good for himself. And then he got sick. Sometimes you just never know, like, what life's gonna bring you, unfortunately. I feel like that color built up just a tad, but I kind of want to build it up a little bit more. So I think I'm going to take this incense from the Norvina palette very lightly towards this outer part. But yeah, he passed October today of 2017. Definitely was not easy for me. But I will say that I feel very blessed to have had a relationship with him before, because like I said, growing up, he wasn't around a whole lot because he was sick. But after I was married, him and I was able to, basically I was able to forgive him and be in his life. And the only reason I was able to forgive him, I know, is because the Lord helped me to do that. If I didn't have God in my life, I know that I would not have been able to forgive him. It would have been so much harder than it already was. And I just think that, I'm just thankful for that, is all I could say. I'm so thankful, because I would have hated that if he'd passed and I hadn't reconciled with him. But yeah, so today's in honor of him as well, and also in honor of people with any types of cancer. Cancer is no respecter of persons, and it's such an awful, awful thing, and it's just a horrible thing to go through, and especially losing people that you love. Almost everyone has experienced that in some sense, whether it be a pet, a family member, yeah, I like the way that built up. So I think I'm going to first go in and put this love color on, just press it on top of my lid. Yeah, so my grandmother and I were very close as well. Actually, me, my grandmother, and all my sisters were very close. We loved her so very much. she's been gone now. Like I said, she passed in 2002. And I just have all the memories, and I still have, all the memories with her. It's pretty. And it's so crazy because when both her and my dad passed, well, starting with my grandmother, when they passed, I would always have dreams. And in these dreams, there are like things that I've experienced in real life with them, with her. And the dreams would feel so real, to the point where I would jump out of my sleep, out of my sleep. Hopefully I can talk today. And I would say, oh, I need to call her. I need to call Nana. That's what I called her, Nana. And then I would realize, oh, she's not here. But in the dream, it felt so real. I could smell the food that she would cook, because when I was growing up and I'd be at her house, she would wake us up with her cooking. She'd be preparing breakfast, and you could smell it, and it'll wake you up and all of that. And so in the dream, I could smell all those same smells that I remember as a kid, as a young girl, in my dream. Or if I had a dream that she was hugging me, the embrace would feel so real and so strong, like I can feel it in my dream, like it's actually happening. And I'm so thankful for that, because I feel like the Lord saw the pain that I went through when losing her, even with my dad. And I just felt like it was a little gift from the Lord for me to always remember her and have a part of them still with me, if that makes sense. I don't believe in spirits as far as like people being left behind, like people dying and their spirits are here watching over us and protecting us. I don't believe in that. Because that's not what the Bible says, that happens. So I don't believe in that part, I'm just going to get a wipe real quick. I have a little bit of fallout. I don't believe in that aspect of it. But I do think that I still have those dreams for a reason, and that it's to help me, to get through the sadness. And I don't have them very often, but I have them occasionally, and I'm just thankful for them. And I just hope, and I've prayed and asked God not to let them stop, because I want to cherish and remember those memories of my dad and my grandmother. Because I loved them very, very, very much. I still love them very much. But yeah, so there's that story. Trying not to get too emotional. It still makes me sad because, like I said so many times, when you lose somebody, it's never easy. I'm going to take a smaller brush like this, and I'm going to take this Wild Child. And I might do several different looks for breast cancer, or, for breast cancer in general. So I'm going to just take this and gently press it. So on top. I may even go in with the glitter, because I have a pink glitter. I've never done glitter, so I don't know how it's going to be. So I'm going in, it has some fallout, and I'm putting that pink shade. I told you guys, the Wild Child from Norvina. I forgot where I was left off, where I was talking. But I'm just going to place this on here like that. Like I said, I might go in with some glitter. We'll just see what happens. I don't know why I have my mirror so. Can you guys see that? It's really pretty. But yeah, like I think I was telling you guys about the dreams that I have and all of that. So I'm very thankful for that. And then my mom, it was a few years back as well. I want to say maybe a year or so before my dad got sick. Maybe it was almost 2 years. It could have been longer. I don't remember. But my mom got diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer. Excuse me. And she's doing really well. She did have to get it, you know, one of them removed for the sake of it not coming back. But she's been doing really, really well, and I'm just thankful to God because, you know, you just never know what could happen, which way it's gonna go, you know. Look how pretty. Now, I want to add glitter, but then I don't. So, maybe I'll just grab the glitter and we'll see. But yeah, so just gonna build this color up just a little bit more. It's so pretty. A lot of fallout, I have to say. And I don't know if it's just because I'm pressing my brush so much into it, but it does have a lot of fallout. So pretty. Perfect color. But yeah, my mom, she went through it, and of course I lived where I live, and she lives in California still, so I had to go back and, you know, spend time with her and see her. But I'm just so thankful because the Lord, you know, really brought her through it very, very well. And she's doing really good, and I'm just very thankful for that. This pink glitter, which is from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. It's in this little container here because when I worked at Ulta, it was a sample that I got. See how pretty that is? So I don't know if I want to do that, this, or this one from Tarte. This is the Chrome Paint Shadow, and it looks like that. It's the Froze, which is like the rosy gold. I think I might try this just for the sake of not making a mess, and maybe on my next one I'll do where I put in that other that glitter, do a glittery one maybe. I wish I knew how to add the glitter to the bottom, but I don't. I'm just gonna go back with that little Morphe brush that I had. See if it goes over that nicely. Oh yeah, it looks really pretty. Look how pretty that is. Can you guys see that? Absolutely beautiful. I knew I got this for a reason. I mean, I'm piling all kinds of shadows on top of each other, but hey, why not, right? It's definitely okay in my book. But yeah, so I dedicate this to my mom and my grandmother, and then my dad, obviously, even though it wasn't breast cancer that killed him. But also to all of those people that have experienced and are going through. This is for you guys. I love this rose. It's so beautiful. Okay, primed it with the Baby Skin Maybelline. I did it on just the areas of my pores, and then I went Rose Primer Serum. Just like that. Okay, so we're gonna just stop with eyes for now. This is what we have going on. It's really pretty. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get onto face. This foundation today, it's the number 7 Airbrush Away Foundation for all skin types, medium coverage, blurs, fine lines, pores to velvety smooth finish, and cool ivory. It looks like this. I've never tried a foundation from them before. I don't even know if this is going to be the correct color match for me, but we're just going to go ahead and give it a try and go with it. If you guys ever see me looking like in this direction or that, it's because I have my windows there and I'm looking at my dog going crazy outside. But at least she's not in here going crazy, so that's good. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it has a dropper, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna take it and just, yeah, I think this is gonna be too dark for me. Drop some on my face. I think this is definitely gonna be too dark of a foundation for me. Unless maybe once it gets blended out, because right now it's looking pretty dark. Usually I'm ivory and everything. But let's start with that much for now. Yeah, see how dark it looks? Okay, and then I'm going to take this Equal Tools, I think it's a base buffer, and I'm just going to buff it all into my skin. Really like this brush. Sometimes I like doing a sponge and sometimes, but I do have a sponge that I can go over it with. So pretty outside today, so sunny. I don't feel like the sun is really coming in as much, and I don't know if it's just my camera settings. I'm trying to use this because I keep looking down. So actually this turned out to be a good match for me. Okay, so it is looking kind of pale, but honestly in person it's perfect. I'm gonna just add a little bit more. Skin very, very nicely, surprisingly. Like I said, I've never tried anything from this brand, like any foundations. I didn't even know because we don't sell the foundations at Ulta, we just sell the skincare, which the skincare is really good though, I have to say. But yeah, I may like this one. But yeah, let's just get back to the story. So that's the experience I've had. And then with myself, a few years back, I think it was around the same time my dad was sick. I was gonna go see him. And like before he passed and everything, I think it was before that. I went in for my mammogram and they had found something which they said I wouldn't have found because it was on the back wall of my breast. I want to say it's my right breast, but to you guys right now, because we're on camera, it would be my left. But yeah, they had to send me in for a biopsy and all of that because they weren't sure what it was. And that was a very scary time for me, I have to say, because I'm trying this sponge that a friend gave me for my birthday, my friend April, and I don't know where she got it from. I want to say Ross maybe. It's not as dense as all the other ones that usually are. It's kind of a little bit not as squishy, I guess, if that makes sense, but I'm just going to take it and gently like press in the foundation for any spots that didn't get pressed in. Like around my nose. But yeah, so I went and had the biopsy. It was very, very scary, very painful. They stick like the needle, like no joke, maybe this long or even longer into your breast, and they're pulling and tugging and trying to suck out some fluid from that area. But needless to say, I'm so thankful that it came back that it was just benign cyst, basically. I'm so thankful for. I I tend to get a lot of cysts. And to them, they said it's pretty normal for that to happen for ladies. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, let's move on. I'm taking the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light under my eyes. It's that pinky tone. I found this at TJ Maxx. No, I'm sorry. Marshall's for $4.99. Can't beat that. I'm just going to blend that in. It does a nice job of covering. It could be a little bit, because you know I have such dark circles. So just add a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer. The one I'm going to do today is Model's Own Tea Tree Concealer right there. This one is in Vanilla. I got this at Ulta. I don't believe they sell it there any longer. I'm not 100% sure where you can get Model's Own, but I got it there when they were discontinuing selling it. They were taking it out of Ulta, and I got it for $1 on clearance. I think that was with my discount as well, and I thought for $1, you can't beat that. It's really good though. It has the tea tree oil, not oil, but tea tree in it. So it really helps with like kind of depuffing the under eyes. I can feel it. It feels really nice under the skin. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this under my eyes. I always have to go in with the pink concealer and then a regular just because I have such dark circles. And even with that, sometimes they still peek through. Just going to add a little bit right here to the sides of my nose, and then these little blemishes that I have that just don't want to leave my face. I think they're more scars than anything, because when I touch them, they don't really have like a whole lot of anything. I'm going to take this sponge I told you. I think it's from Ross, but I'm not 100% sure, and I'm just going to try to blend some of this in. It seems to be blending in fine. It didn't have a brand either with it, so I don't know the brand name. But it's blending in. It looks like it's blending in decent. And for this other area, I'm going to take my little Sonia Kashuk. I love these little sponges from Sonia Kashuk. They're so good. They sell that at Target, so if you can find them at your local Target, which I have seen them, and now they have them like in sets, where you can get a big one and a small one, or 2 big ones, I believe, and they're like $10 to $7. Not bad at all. Okay, just like that. Quickly set my face with powder. I'm using the Too Faced Banana Powder right here. And I'm just going to take that. First I'm going to set my under eyes with it. Using this Morphe brush. I don't recall if I've ever set my under eyes with this or not and what I thought. Sorry about my phone. I would say this is probably not the best powder to set under the eyes. Kind of made my under eyes a little bit dry looking. But I'm going to go ahead and put it all the rest of my face. Using this sponge from Real Techniques. It's their new powdered sponge. Very yellow powder. Just going to press it. Into my skin. Sorry guys, sometimes I get out of frame. All right, just like that. Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm just going to bronze my skin. This is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. This is the blush palette. I've had this for a while. I'm gonna just take the bronzer in the palette right there. It's called Lo-Fi. I'm just going to gently bronze my skin all over. So that's good for now. I'm gonna take this very bright pink blush, since we're doing a pink themed right there. So pretty. And I'm gonna place it on the apples of my cheeks using this AOA Studio F13 $1 brush. Very good. I saw Emily Noel she did this makeup trends or something video, that makeup hack videos where people try different things with their makeup, and one of them said to put blush on their nose. So I have been doing that and I've been liking it, and even just bringing up a little bit up here, give you the kind of that rosy, like cold look. So yeah, that's the blush. It's very bright, which I want. I'm gonna get a pink highlighter. I know I have one. So my camera died. I'm quickly gonna go into this Too Faced Natural palette and do these two here because they're both Starlight and Satin Sheets. They're both a pinky toned highlighter. I think I got some of that banana powder in my mouth because it doesn't taste bad though. Surprisingly, which is very weird, but so pretty. It could even be this that I'm getting in my mouth. Then I'm just going to take the Satin Sheets on top. I could have even used that bright pink blush too instead of the other one, but it's alright. Very pretty. Probably a little much. I'm just going to take a little bit of that blush just because I feel like doing it because it's so pink. Just to the front parts of my cheeks. Just like that. It's okay, right? To go a little bit heavy? Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. I'm going to go off camera real quick and just add some mascara to my lashes, and then we'll come back and finish the lower lash line. I guess I could do this Passion right here, which is like a reddish brown, and just line the top of my lash line with it. Like that, that's what I like. So yeah, that's very pretty. Okay, up the lower lash line real quick and then just finish with lips. So on the lower lash line, this Incense here, and then I'm going to take the Wild Child above it, or even the Love, and just blend that into my lower lash line. Can you guys see that? Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay, some of this streamer right here. It's a shimmery color. Sorry guys, my focus is not that good today. Right here, and put that in the inner corner. Top of my brow line. Just ever so lightly right here. Just like that. I might have added too much, but oh wow, right? Today is a sparkly day. We're good there. And then I'm going to quickly just add the mascara to the bottom lashes so we can finish with lips. Next time we'll do the glitter for sure. That's the eyes finished look. I really love BH Cosmetics lip liner in Petal and this Laura Geller Liberty Rose Gold lipstick. Looks like that. It's focusing not very well today. Very pink. Okay. If you hear my kids, I'm sorry. So this is going to complete this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Again, I apologize if it was all over the place. I just wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that we've experienced or I've experienced in my life and those that I've lost to breast cancer. So yeah, this is the finished look. I really do like it. I really love the eyes. Hopefully you guys can really see that froze on my lids popping out. But yeah, this is going to complete this video. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. And again, for those of you that are currently either going through breast cancer or have lost a family member or have a family member that is going through it, I just want to say that I just pray for strength for you guys, and I hope that you guys pull through completely and that everything works out for you and your family. And I just pray for strength and encouragement for you guys. But yeah, this is going to complete this video. Again, this is dedicated to all of you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below anything that you want to comment, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. It does help our channel. I did recently find that out, that those do help to have the videos put on top of the feeds for recommended and things like that. So I would really appreciate it if you guys want to support me in every way. I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. So this is going to complete this video for today, and until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.